Pittsburgh that I like to call her. I mean, obviously from my state, but Philly and Pittsburgh are about 6 hours apart. So honestly, it's very much a treat that I get to cast this player here in a completely different region.
And the thing is with this is, like you said, it's very uncommon. For me, this matchup, I'd say, is quite common in the past in Europe. We have a lot of top Samuses, had a few top Greninjas as well in the past, which maybe waned down a little bit. So I do want to see how the Americans handle it. I do know that, you know, there are rising Samuses in America. You know, they're starting to rise because obviously, you know, Europe keep at the top. But I want to see what IcyMist can do in this matchup.
Already, though, it is going to be IceKnight finding first blood here with the back air. So now we got to get something started for IcyMist, and we're going to be able to find the up B out of shield. And one of the things that I love about IcyMist is a lot of these combos, right? Using Nair and kind of getting the phaser whip ready to go and still continuing the combo. But here comes IceKnight, going to be able to find the back air, but I feel like we're not pushing our edge guards as much as we could.
Yeah, definitely, because I feel like with Samus, you want to keep them on the ledge. That's kind of your win condition, you know, that's what you can kind of set up, you kind of like exploit the little options you have against it. But IceKnight not dealing with any of that right now. It seems to be all them right now. The game plan seems to be get them off stage, continue their ledge trapping.
Absolutely. I'm loving the way IceKnight is also giving a little bit of respect to IcyMist on the ledge as well, but still trying to get something started. We'll be able to find the down tilt. Not sure if we're going to be able to find anything else here, but gotta notice the up B out of shield is so good on so many characters.
Yeah, with Samus, that eject button is going to be being used a lot. You know, they don't be one of the in any danger, but there's no danger can save you from that. That down to up smash, the classic, the tried and true bread and butter combo. And IcyMist gonna have to work on his second stock.
I think one of the trickiest things about Greninja is the way that Greninja loves to jump around. IcyMist, though, going to be able to respond right away with the back air here. So we're going on into second stock. But I feel like both of these characters can be floaty in their own right?
Sure.
How they choose to come in and out of the action here, but so far looking pretty even. Both of them just kind of going and waiting for their confirms. IcyMist going to be able to get something started here, but once again, landing into Samus, you are going to eat that up special.
Yeah, and the problem is with Greninja is that, you know, his out of shield game isn't exactly the best. Unless you're relying on that frame 3 footstool out of shield, you can only rely on those high jumps. Out of shield doesn't really have too much. This is where Samus can kind of pressure them, keep the missiles up, the charge shots, really keep them in shield and lock them down.
IceKnight here going for the edge guard right now, trying to get the pickup, but IcyMist once again being very, very tricky on this ledge, has the charge shot ready to go and will ensure for safety here. We're back into neutral. There's the down throw. Once again, IceKnight trying to follow where IcyMist is going to go, and it's going to work out in their favor here. Finds the F smash. We're going down to last stock before IcyMist. This one's going to be a long one, Fab.
Yeah, I feel like IceKnight kind of snagged that fair out of nowhere, and I feel like now IcyMist seems to be living and dying by that grab. If they miss it, they take a lot of percent. If they grab it, the reward is so high. Up throw kills, forward throw off the ledge, you know, and now they've got the charge shots. This is the win condition now, the ledge trap. Look at all the bombs on the stage. How do you recover? Asking the question, I don't know if IceKnight has the answer, but apparently he studied for the test. He's still going to keep going.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the weight, once again, helping you get a little bit more jump height here, but once again, you keep landing into the up special out of shield, and that is going to be it for stocks here. Once again, it's looking very, very even right now, but here comes IcyMist. Charge shot into the grab, and still continuing the combo as well, but once again, all Greninjas love to do is that Nair combo starter, but you can't really do it too much, especially into a player like this who's so good at getting her confirms.
It seems like IceKnight's been a bit too greedy with how they're approaching it. With a character like Samus, you don't want to do that. With the up B, we're seeing so much right there, that eject button again and again, getting them out of danger, as well as the B reverse charge shots, really baiting IceKnight in and catch them. That's a big, strong charge shot to the face. You might get comboed, or you might just die.
Yeah, still here, 2 charge shots going to send IceKnight off right now. IcyMist trying to read the potential roll behind with the first dash attack, but instead it will be the second. IcyMist going to be going up in the set 1-0. Couple of things, though, IceKnight just needs to think around, right? These up Bs, maybe going in for a little bit more grab, right? If we're expecting that IcyMist is going for the shield eject button, like we've been talking about, that's, you know, perfect time to run up grab. I mean, Greninja, very, very fast character.
Greninja can always apply a lot of pressure. Like I said before, they're very nimble, very quick. You know, that ninja-esque type character. And I'm not really seeing too many shurikens. They seem to just be going straight for the actual aggressive approach, trying to lock them down. But the problem is, when you've got a Samus main that's very happy to press the up B so often, you might be a little bit discouraged.
Yeah, absolutely. Still going to Pokemon Stadium 2 here. Once again, this is a bigger stage. I know Samus love this stage.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
All zoners love this stage so much, right? We have tons of space that we can go back and get our win conditions here. So far, though, pretty even in terms of percent. IceKnight finally going to be able to at least get something started here with the Nair combo in. But now, once again, IcyMist going to try and regain control here by resetting the situation in neutral all the time. Looking fantastic.
You see IcyMist letting that up B fly yet again. The bomb on the ledge. What's the option pick? You have to wait. And you see IcyMist trying to get the lingering there on the second hit, probably on the shield, cross up, but never mind. The charge shot either way, just locking them down again and again.
Yeah, again and again. I think you're right here, Fabs. But once again, IceKnight still stuck on this ledge right now. IcyMist trying to go for the dash attack, unable to find it. So once again, the eject button will be pressed. Charge shot 1, not going to be enough. But look at this. For a game that started out so close, now we're starting to see the damage start to spiral out of control. And that will be IcyMist waiting for Mark finding the charge shot.
It just seems like IcyMist is kind of, you know, pardon the pun, but heating up at the moment. And IceKnight looking more like a squire now. Can't really seem to find the motion to keep himself in this match.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's so hard when you're playing against Samus, right? Samus, who I'd like to call the archetype of a tempo maker. Samus can really just kind of go back into the corner and wait for her time to come in. Still up there right from the ledge and going to be able to find 2 more as well. IcyMist still, once again, one of the stylish Samuses that we got in the United States. Still looking really good. IceKnight trying to get the reversal, unable to find anything.
And now IceKnight is really kind of seems to be slowing it down a bit more and is catching IcyMist out. The problem is, it looks a bit too far too late. Yeah. Still, though, will be able to get the down tilt up smash confirmed, but it's not going to be enough. Samus a little bit heavier than the rest of the cast here. Still, IceKnight, there we go. There's the run-up grabs that we wanted to see, and now we get to fight off stage just a little bit. And we were talking about nimble and quick earlier. That's what Greninja can do off stage. Yeah, I was wondering why there was no shurikens being used, but now I kind of get the reason why. If they can kind of, like, you know, run around these projectiles IceKnight is putting out, if they're able to find these grabs, these chases, they can hunt down their prey just like that, get these back airs, and really steal stocks kind of quickly. Still, though, once again, IcyMist going to be able to find the forward air. I feel like whenever it's past me, it's just IcyMist always in the driver's seat here. Still, IceKnight going for the aerial approach, but once again, the eject button has not failed IcyMist yet, and will combo right into that dash attack. Yeah, that big shoulder barge coming out the way, and going to get IceKnight, shall I say, on their last stock of this second game. Very, very close here on the ledge. Once again, it's so hard for IceKnight to get in. IcyMist playing so defensively and offensively at the same time, right? Always kind of throwing out the threat of throwing out charge shot. It's one of the things that I love about her play, but here comes IceKnight. Going to be able to find the back air, and finds the second one, so we're able to kind of get IcyMist a little bit uncomfortable here. There's the down throw. Once again, back air here, looking for the extension, and this is where IceKnight gets the shine. These are the edge guards that we've been waiting to see, Faz. Well, now IceKnight is actually landing these grabs. Like, no longer a squire, definitely raising up in the ranks for sure, definitely showing some promise at the moment. The problem is that these charge shots are really keeping IceKnight out of the range. You see them going for the grab, showing the plan a little bit too much right now, getting a bit too grab happy with that Z button. I would hate to say it, but you really, really need to get this stock now in order for the damage to stop spiraling out of control. 24% is not a too terrible lead to make up here, but look at this, IcyMist knowing exactly what position she's in and saying, you know what, if I can just wait you out and get the eject button, get you a little bit more uncomfortable, now my combo game is on tight. And now they can set up the win condition again. You see charge shots in the face. Brave of the brave for IcyMist, but still the down tilt with the up smash not connecting that time. I thought they were going to go for the fair. Still gets the second one. Second signs of life for IceKnight. So close here. There's the first up air. We need to find a more decisive aerial to get the KO. Another up air as well. You can tell IceKnight wanting the forward air here or something. There's the F tilt. Once again, 60%, not too bad to be making up here. But now IcyMist once again stuck on the ledge. She just has the time in the world to get exactly what she needs. But there it is. You hang out on the ledge a little bit too long. That down tilt forward air going to be able to even us up here. Yeah, doesn't opt for the up smash this time. Knows that he can definitely get that forward air, and now they can put a lot of pressure on IcyMist. Has to close out these stocks, but can they do it? They have the ledge option. This is where they seem to be doing a lot of damage, but IceKnight being very, very nimble, being very ambiguous on where they want to be, but it's just so hard taking up so much percent. You're just resetting the cycle. It's a vicious one at that, and I just don't know what IceKnight goes straight to the blast, and apparently, and still IcyMist is continuing his ledge. It's relentless. This is a very durable stock for IceKnight here, but it will just be the Samus B&B on the ledge over and over. Down special charge shot, and it is so hard to get out of that checkmate scenario as well, because if you jump, there's IcyMist either with the charge shot, the nair, potentially a forward air there as well, and Greninja being a little bit of a lighter character, it's just such a hard situation to get out of. Yeah, I keep talking about this ledge because this is what I see so much from the better Samuses, around the world, that they put you on the ledge and they just keep you there, and it's literally a one-player simulator. It's like you're literally playing a Metroid game, you know what I mean? You're just running around, running and gunning, and you're just waiting for them to lose your lives. And at the moment, IcyMist seems to be doing that perfectly to a T.
I'm loving the way that we're actually getting out of PS2 here, right? And once again, we've been talking about how Pokemon Stadium 2 really does benefit characters that kind of like to run away, right?
For sure.
So like Zelda, Samus, Snake, etc. They get to set up their kind of like ground here. But here on Small Battlefield, yes, we keep the same platforms, but it's smaller, right? So now IceKnight actually gets to go in and box a little bit more instead of just taking all this damage. And we're seeing it here right now, Fabs, as honestly, IceMist in a precarious situation on the ledge.
Well, if they're able to, I use this term a lot, if they're able to lock down IcyMist, you can kind of expose these kind of, habits. That up B out of shield, is very good. If you can bait that out and punish it, you can punish because they're so floaty falling on the way down.
Still,
getting it down to up smash, and oh wow, IceKnight going to continue this third game with an advantage finally.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you definitely need that, right?
Right.
After 2 games of Samus just complete dominance and throwing in everything that you want to see, it's just so hard to bring yourself mentally back into it. But now IceKnight going to be able to get a little bit of the reversal right now. Things looking real good right now as IcyMist still going to take her time getting out of the corner. Right now, though, trying to get an interaction. But once again, Fabs, we're back to straight neutral here.
I mean, finally, they're actually, I feel like IceKnight is, actually not being put in the corner all the time. They're, they're fighting, showing some strength, showing some heart, and they're taking a good lead. They just need to maintain it at the moment. But IcyMist not letting IceKnight go, putting them back to the lead. The Metro game has been put back up, the switch is back on, and I feel like IcyMist really wants to, get the stock as quick as they can. Really,
honestly, it's a little bit of Metroid dread, if you would, once you're on the stage, once you're on the ledge versus Samus here. Now IceKnight amassing a really good lead here too. Even if this first stock were to go, 80% is definitely not bad. We're gonna start to get into down tilt forward air era here, but now still finds the down tilt or the slide in, either or. And IcyMist once again doing what she does so well, and that's just resetting neutral.
Yeah, for sure. And even if, like you said, even if they don't have that down tilt, they still have the down tilt too. That dash attack is just the same thing, does the exact same quality. So I feel like there's a lot of options that IceKnight has. The problem is landing. The problem is getting back to center stage unscathed.
Ooh, okay. That was the first time we've actually seen IcyMist shoot the other missile.
Right.
She's one of the Samuses that I feel like doesn't really rely on her missiles as much as charge shot, and she's the one that's really trying to go in and approach here. Now still both players second stock. IcyMist has done a really good job of bringing this back, but IceKnight on stock point right now would be able to amass a really great lead. And there's the forward air.
Yep.
Here we go. IceKnight 2 stocks 1.
Yeah, even knowing that IcyMist will probably come off the ledge very aggressive, still just going to slice through that with the forward air. Great trade, as I said before, and IceKnight showing a lot of strength this game 3.
Honestly, we're seeing a lot of the bad habits also being ironed out, right? Games 1 and 2, you're landing into IcyMist over and over and over again, and every eject button is going to connect. So now it's kind of refreshing to see IceKnight actually say, you know what, you can play to my tempo. Right. And now still finding a lot of these good hits in, but once again, the eject is eject.
Yeah, you're going to meet the up B a lot, I mean, you can't pressure the shield, with certain moves. IcyMist is going to be so comfortable getting out of the shield. The problem is, once you've taken so many bread and butters, you're going to wake up and smell the coffee at some point and kind of adapt to how it's going to be.
Okay, still, once again, both players, a little bit of a scramble in center stage. IcyMist just going to opt to get to the right side of the stage, reset neutral here. But such a quick short hop into the back air. And now, honestly, Fabs, we're on match point here for IcyMist. And honestly, it could go either way, but right now it seems like IcyMist trying to find a way in. IceKnight now getting these combos started. Yeah, with that high jump, they're able to extend from so far all around the stage. Just loads of up airs, loads of up tilts, resetting it, gets the up smash, waits for it, charges it, puts a little bit of base on it, and the forward air as well. This is all IceKnight right now, Lyric. And all you have to do is land one aerial. There's the back air. IcyMist still in odd situations here. Going to be able to recover, though, but how do you get out of the corner? The dash attack's a good part here, but instead, IceKnight will be able to get a point on the board as we're going into game number 4, Fabs. No trios here. The chases from IceKnight is where he really shines, you know? When he seems to be in trouble, any last pitch, last gasp, he just puts them IcyMist off stage, chases them all the way to the blast zone. And I feel like with Greninja's high jump, they're able to do that and get back to the stage safely. Real good showing from IceKnight right there. But now you have to play on a Samus counter pick here. I feel like I talk about stage as a caster a lot. I feel like a lot of people are not too crazy about that, but I think in a matchup like this is really important because the closer you get, right, Greninja can really find a way in, but now you're going to a Samus counter pick, especially on Hollow Bastion here. A little bit bigger place. I like how IcyMist already going into the corner. IceKnight, though, just throwing out the fair hitbox, just trying to get something started. Well, this is what I like about IcyMist as well. They don't hide their game plan.
They're very shameless with it. You know, I'm going to be doing this. It's up to you to stop it. Have you got the answers to my question? That at the moment, IceKnight was struggling in the first 2 games, is starting to kind of, I guess, revise what he needs to do against this, you know, and maybe pass the test.
Yeah, I'm loving the full hops into the aerials, the back air, and the forward air as well. Looking so much more confident in this game. Number 4 here, IcyMist going to eject and go get that charge shot. But look at this now, finally going to be able to find double up air, potentially going for another, but the air dodge is going to be caught out by the charge shot, and now we're in edge guard position. Once again, we're back into this game.
Oh, yeah.
IceKnight does not want to play it at all.
And gets the nice grab. He's sneaking them more in as the games go by. Definitely getting more comfortable on that grab range, snatching IcyMist away. Problem is, doesn't get too much reward of it when he does find these grabs. Tries to go for another one. Now he's getting a bit shameless with the game plan. Now it's IceKnight's turn when getting fed for the troubles. And now you're getting put into the game. The game's being put back on. It's that vicious cycle we talked about, Lyric. How do you get off the ledge so safely?
And we are going to be able to with the Nair back air here. It's not going to be enough to take stock. IcyMist playing extremely well here. Let's see what we're going to go for. Great mash out by IceKnight. You obviously need to get something started. There's the weak hit charge shot, though, into the dash attack. Threading the needle beautifully.
So many dash attack kills as well. I'm loving the way that IcyMist is really catching landings. Even if she isn't able to get the projectiles off, she's able to kind of follow where IceKnight is going to be landing in, find that big shoulder charge, and take these stocks. And it's just like back to games 1 and 2. Honestly.
Yeah, it's the big stage, right? And it allows for IcyMist to get all this chip damage that benefits her so well here. Now still IceKnight trying to find this first stock. Will be able to find the Nair forward air. And thanks to the small size of Hollow Bastion, that's going to be stock.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like IceKnight was kind of salivating for that Nair the whole
right?
time,
Like,
the whole
please.
set. Please, I need it just, you know, to feed the family for sure. Finally able to get that lunch money, but it's just going to get snatched away back on the ledge. You see, now it's IceKnight's turn to bully up IcyMist.
Oh, I love offstage gameplay, especially when both players tech, right? They're ready for the opportunity the moment that they see it. Still, though, IceKnight starting to bleed out on the second stock. The eject button is going to start to get very scary very soon, Fabs.
Yeah,
the ceiling is very slow.
For sure. I can see that why she's a space bunty out, because anytime she's in that threat range, she's out of the rocket ship, she's out of there. The eject button getting pressed straight away. IceKnight bringing it back up more and more, is taking, again, like you said before, chip damage. That seems to be so important in this set.
Yeah, it's good get up, though. Good timing around the forward air here, but my goodness, just grabs all the way above and sends IceKnight off the top thanks to that up throw.
You want to talk about snatched away, but damn, that up throw. We didn't even talk about, we didn't recover that much. With so many projectiles and even the eject button, if you somehow get grabbed, you're susceptible to being thrown off the top, just, ejected yourself, I guess.
Yeah, it's true. Still, though, IceKnight not going down without a fight here. IcyMist going to be able to find the up air, the grab, and the Nair as well. Once again, great damage. Having IceKnight in tech, kind of tech chase here, and even checkmate at this point. Finds the forward air, looking for the charge shot, but no tech there, Fabs. It is going to be 3-1 for the Princess of Pittsburgh as she goes on into winner's quarters.
No tech, zone. I feel like IceKnight just, there were certain parts where he was shining, but that eclipse at the end was just everything I needed to see. That was perfect from IcyMist. She covered, literally, like you said, every option. So much to do, so much to cover.